Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Distant Worlds universe. Alright, last time we basically continued our war with the Daedalus technocracy, sending Strikeforce Alpha over into sort of their home world, getting Strikeforce Echo en route, basically on course for an invasion mission, and basically just causing some general trouble for them. So here we've got Strikeforce Echo, and why are they not supporting each other? I got a cruiser here that's just getting torn apart, and they're not helping each other out. What is up, people? Come on, get your act together. I don't know why they're in this planet. Oh, that's right, they were refueling. That's right, they were refueling here. So I don't know what the heck they're doing. I'm gonna basically get them to group up, deal with this, before we start losing ships. Like, come on, people. After that, we're gonna move Strikeforce Echo into, there was a planet I wanted to invade, basically a continental planet. And that might have something to do with, let's say, Strikeforce Alpha here. Strikeforce Alpha, I believe we warped them into this system to maybe try to draw out the defenders. Oh no, that's right, we told them to escape because they had just gotten blasted down to, I believe, 15 ships. I'm trying to remember, I'm sorry. Anyways, what we're gonna be doing this time here is, we're gonna continue, we'll say, our attacks against the, Daedalus technocracy. And, probably, I want to try to take one of their planets at least. You know, if we get pulled into a war with a faction, I like to make them pay for it a little bit, you know, by stealing one of their planets. This here looks actually like a pretty nice planet to go ahead and take. It is a continental planet, so, and they've only got one defensive base here. Actually, you know what? So after Strikeforce Alpha's done dealing with this mining base, I think I'm going to go ahead and get them to jump over there and wipe out that defensive platform, and then that way there we can go ahead and actually invade that planet. Now, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I was off at work, and I had some time to think about the game, and just, in the back of my head, and I was going, why I haven't used the Desolation Moon, the World Destroyer. Now I have this thing, and it's like I want to make use of it. I want to show it off. There's a reason I got this, and I started thinking about we'll say the implications of using it, and it occurred to me, it's really not in my best interest to actually use the Desolation Moon. As cool as it would be to watch, things just explode, blow up an entire planet. I don't care. I feel like ultimately it would just be against my best interests. Because let's think about this here for a second. Let's look at the Empire comparison screen. Here's the victory conditions, which is something we should be striving for a little bit more. So, part of the reason why, part of the conditions that we still have yet to really push forward on are stuff like, economy. And, our economy, we're at, what, 10% out of our total victory thing. Also, control 33% of all continental colonies in the galaxy. So let's just say we have 6, which is an 8% of galaxy total. Let's just say we wanted to go ahead and use the Desolation Moon to blow up a continental planet. All right, we're like, all right, let's go ahead and blow it up. And that way, it takes away one of the computers, we'll say, planets, and that would in turn, we'll say, increase the ratio, right? We would have more continental planets as a result. However, the gain would be greater if we were to simply capture the planet. So, like, for example, let's take a look at this one here. It's got a GDP of 544,000. Look at this, 544,000. And this is a decent planet here. Now, if we look at our own planets, let's see what's the most comparable. I think that this one, the blue planet's kind of close. It's pretty comparable. If we look at the blue planet and we look at like the GDP amount of here, and see this one's still growing too. Keep that in mind. It's 15% of the entire Empire's GDP, and I suspect the reason why that is because we have this big planet here, Bilgrith Minor 3. but that's a huge chunk of the entire Empire's GDP. You know, that's a lot of value. Yes, we could cause that damage to another faction by simply removing it, but it would be a greater benefit to us to simply swap that resources, swap that value over to our side. So really, there's not that much of an incentive to go ahead and use world destroyers. It's actually it actually works against you. It's not as good of a move, and it damages your reputation. Like if we go ahead and take a look at our reputation currently, we're at satisfactory, but you know, our reputation was pretty good. You know, we could go ahead and still improve that. But as your reputation drops, you know, blowing up a planet is going to kill your reputation. You're going to start getting more people coming after you, which is going to make things harder for you to maintain your own empire. It's like the game would actually be easier if you focused on being peaceful, or not even peaceful, but you know, being more calculated. And I kind of like that. I feel the Desolation Moon is kind of more like a nuclear weapon. It's something you kind of put in your back pocket, and it's good to sort of have as sort of your trump card. You know, should I need to break it out, I can break it out. But it's not something that should be used, you know, repeatedly. It's not something that should really be used without thinking carefully about my actions beforehand. Now, Strike Force Echo, you guys are still... What are you guys doing? I'm just gonna automate these guys for a second here, like... You guys are just letting yourselves get picked apart. What are you guys doing? Blow them up! Okay, you know what? Actually, you know what? Strike Force Echo is just gonna let themselves get chewed up. I'm gonna get them over here with Strike Force Alpha to invade this planet. There we go. Straight up orders, invade this planet. Strike Force Alpha. What I want you to do? I want you guys blockading this planet. There we go. So I've given Strike Force Alpha the order to sort of blockade this planet, not let anyone in or out, and Strike Force Echo is coming with the troops to invade. Now, based on what we see here, the strength on the ground, 579,000, we should be able to deal with that. Now, the resupply ship, you had better be escaping. Yeah. Hopefully, it will escape in time. The shields are getting kind of torn down on it. So yeah, that's basically that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, you know, it doesn't make sense to go ahead and use the Desolation Moon. It would be slower to try to achieve victory through those means. It would be actually better for us to just go ahead and invade. Now, that said, you know, I do want oh, darn it. Nah, I think it's gonna get destroyed. There's no point even trying to retrofit that. Oh, that's a base we captured. Okay, gotcha. Tika Wolf. Okay, so basically they're all heading to try to defend their home system. Okay, that's fine. And it looks like the Canadian territory's sending in their own fleet to assist. Cool. So, well, yeah, what was I saying? All right, right. So yeah, like I did get the Desolation Moon. I did get the World Destroyer with the intention of being able to show it off. So at some point in this playthrough, I will go ahead and use it. Basically, well, like I kind of owe it to you guys. Come on, we got basically a Death Star in our arsenal. And, yeah, I've got to use that at some point before the end of the playthrough. So don't worry, it will be used, but I don't feel like right now is the time to do so. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my ships go ahead and do their work over there. While they're going ahead and doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at different parts of the galaxy a little bit. You know, the Canadian Empire was, you know, there's actually, are they still at war with the Teekans? Teekans are still at war with the Canadian Empire. And if you'll remember, I didn't want them basically invading their homeworld here. So, you know, it looks like they may have tried, but the Canadian Empire does appear like they are holding out. Yeah, looks like they're able to hold their own against the Teekans, at least for the time being. I see a lot of, you know, strike forces flying around here. I have a feeling that the Kadian Empire is slowly going to get worn down. Now, I did, yeah, Strike Force Bravo. I do have them on sort of standby over here. So, you know, like I said, it should the need arise, I can go ahead and jump in. And that reminds me, though, the Teekans, don't we have a problem with them in one of our systems? That's right, we've got a bit of a conflict going on over here. Oh, it looks like they are fighting. Who are they? Is that the Slukans? Yeah, the Rotor Prime Collective. So this planet here, I'm tempted to go ahead and just take this planet for myself here. You know, it's got a really good quality to it. You know, it's not the largest planet, but it is, yeah, that invasion's gonna fail. It's not the, like I said, it's not the best planet, but you know, it is a good planet, and it's in our system, and it's irritating me that, you know, the Teekans are basically sitting right on our doorstep, or whoever happens to be in control of that planet is right on our doorstep. Let me see, what is our relationship with the Teekans right now? I know we've got trade sanctions with them, so they're furious with us. And they have a mutual defense pact with the Raldan Corporation. Where's the Raldan Corporation? They have one planet. Boom. And they're at war with a lot of factions. I'm like, if I were to go ahead and want to turn on the Teekans and go ahead and take this planet, now would be the time. Because I feel like their forces are kind of spread thin. Okay, let me see. We're going to do something a little bit crazy. We're going to step out of our comfort zone here. Maybe do something a little stupid. Because why not? Strike Force Charlie, what are you guys doing? Okay, you guys are running low on fuel. Go ahead and fuel up. And then I'm going to get Strike Force Charlie to go ahead and pick up some troops. I think we've got some troops back on the blue planet that have not been claimed. Let's see. Yeah, we got quite a few. So Strike Force Charlie, once they get fueled up, we're going to send them over here to the blue planet, pick up some troops, and then we're going to fly over to this system here, this sort of, this shared system. The, what is it, Orzun? Is that Orzun Prime? Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and sort of set up shop right over here, and then I think we're going to go ahead and declare war on the Teekans and take this planet from their control, and then basically we'll be like, hey, we'll negotiate peace, and hopefully they'll go ahead and take that deal. So, you know, it might not be the smartest thing to go ahead and start, we'll say, starting wars, randomly, but, I feel like the Teekans right now are, I don't know, I just want that planet, I just want full ownership of my territory. Alright. So it looks like Strike Force, yeah, Alpha has been able to sort of hold their own pretty well with the blockade of planet Ezga. And it looks like Strike Force Echo, was that who just arrived? Yes, it is. Yeah, we'll speed things up just a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and yeah, that should be fine. So they're gonna start invading this planet here. And that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Okay, let's see here. Preliminary reports. Oh yeah, we're overpowering them definitely. But you know what? I can't get cocky. Cannot get cocky. Oh, never mind. I can get cocky. Those numbers are actually very good in our favor. Now I don't have any special forces though. Have I not been, we'll say, training special forces or special operations, whatever. Let's see, if we go back to... Oh, hello, random exploration ship. Decoy of Saul. Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and get retrofitted? I don't know where you are. Oh, I know where you are. You're over here watching... oh, actually, wait, stop. I like the intel you're giving me. Okay, so that's the Naxilian Union. Yeah, I had you spying on the Naxilian Union. So they have a strike force there, and this is... What kind of gas do they actually... what kind of gas is this? It's Kazlon. Oxygen gas cloud. But yet I'm pretty sure the gas there is... Kazlon. Yeah, right here. Yeah, Kazlon. All right, you know, actually, that's kind of just the intel I wanted. Decoy, so I'll go ahead and go ahead retrofit. And we have invaded and taken over the planet Ezga. Excellent. So now we just need to go ahead and sort of hold the planet. Now, the people seem to be... They're kind of neutral to having us on the planet, so... we'll keep our troops on there for just a little bit before we go ahead and pull them off, but I'm going to go ahead and set up a garrison. Special operations team, you know, why not? We'll garrison that up. I don't have any regular troops. I guess we'll have to use armored vehicles as our garrison. Actually, yeah, wait, let me go back here for a second. Open that back up. I want to compare the... Yeah, they have a lot better of an attack strength than they do a defense strength. Yeah, so it probably would be best if we actually got some actual troops on the planet. However, the problem with that is we can't, you know, recruit troops other than Ikuros. Now, because I'm sort of seeing this as sort of a planet that's going to be right in the thick of things, right? This is right in the Daedalus Technocracy's territory. I want to try and really hold on to this planet, sort of fortify it. So I'm thinking about setting up a troop cloning facility on the planet. And that way there we can go ahead and get some decent troops here. You know, the ones that can actually defend well. And this will be sort of a, we'll say a launching point for all sorts of wonderfulness. You know, hey, why not? We've got a base here. Well, let's go ahead and build a spaceport and a defensive base here. There we go. We've now set up we'll say we now have basically our own little territory within their territory. Awesome. Now, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Strike Force Alpha. I did not want you attacking them. But sure, why not do it? Go ahead. Strike Force Echo, why don't you join on in? So they're just gonna, now that we kind of own this planet, I think Strike Force Alpha and Echo are gonna kind of just fly around this system and blow up everything in space around it. Gotta be careful though, because like I said before, they do have some decent firepower. And if we don't take them down quickly, we are going to lose some ships, because they, like I said, they've got the firepower to fight us back, to push us back. They don't have the numbers though, so we're still ultimately going to win, but yeah, you know, see, there we go, we just lost one ship there, in Strike Force Echo. So, you know, we're definitely going to end up a little bit bloodied from this. So I'm gonna, but yet I want to go ahead and mess with the Tikans at the same time. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so basically, let's see that. Yeah, it looks like Daedalus 1 is going to fall. That's going to be fine. Yeah, I'll let them just sort of do their thing. Destroy stuff in this system. I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm not sure. What else? Let's take a look at our character screen. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit scatterbrained today. Where... We have San Kalen. We have an ambassador who's not doing anything. Is there anyone we want to be friends with? Let's take a look here. Now the Shakturi Paradise, that's 111k. That's quite a bit of trade we have with them, but they're angry with us. So I'm debating if we should send over our ambassador to them to improve relations. Shakturi Paradise, let's see, what's your home planet? Capital's Spawawa. Alright, let's go ahead and try to send an ambassador over to Spawawa. And that will, you know, hopefully that'll improve our relations and maybe we can get a free trade agreement going with them. Now, while we're on the screen, why don't we go ahead and take a look at intelligence agents. We've got a lot of prevent enemy intelligence missions. So, you know, these guys have gotten some practice. Send Nothris. An assassination of plus 51%. Now, I'm wondering, we're currently at war with the Daedalus Technocracy. If I were to send him on an assassination mission against the Daedalus Technocracy, would that hurt our reputation? I don't think it would, because this is war, right? So if I could take out, ooh, an ambassador. 75%, it's risky. Scientist. Colony governor. Troop general. I think a scientist would probably be the best target. You know, that'll hurt their research, right? So I think what we're gonna do is, and it's the success probability, you know, 83%. It's still risky, but it's the best percentage we've got. And this guy is just good at assassinations. We might as well try to use him. So we're gonna go ahead and send him off against the Daedalus Technocracy to assassinate one of their scientists, and hopefully that'll maybe stunt their research a little bit. Who else have we got here? Nobody really. Counter-espionage. He's good at espionage, though. So, Kobe Kellen. Kellen. What if I were to send you against the Daedalus Technocracy to maybe steal research? Do they have some research we don't have? Oh, wow, yeah, they do. Total energy acceleration, high-speed turning. Okay, fusion ignition, directional jump sensing. There's some good stuff here. 94%. You know what? Sure, we'll just start going through the list. Steal some tech from them, and I think that's probably good for now. So we'll get 2 intelligence agents off. We've sent off an ambassador to the Shandar Paradise, which is down here. The little, we'll say, the orange blob. And right, see, look at this. We got Tikans all over the place. I see the strike forces. What is their relationship with the Great Cadian territory? Okay, they have trade sanctions in place. All right, so basically we've just wiped out the base of Daedalus 1. Now this being a actually, dang, we got what, Nephis wine. We got some neat resources here on their planet. But basically this being their sort of their capital world. You know, cutting off access to this planet here is going to be it's going to be a pretty severe blow. So I'm going to get Strike Force Alpha to actually just blockade this planet. And Strike Force Echo. Let's see. Let's go ahead and set the range to system. Automate. So I'm going to tell them to maybe currently attack everything in system. So Strike Force Echo is going to jump around, blow up some ships in this system while we try to build up the planet Ezga. Yeah, the people are getting happier. There's 80% corruption here, though. 80% corruption. Why so much corruption? Is it because we're that far away from the rest of our empire? Yeah, we're basically in enemy territory, and I think this is sort of a balancing measure. Having such a high corruption means that you can't just sort of take a planet in someone else's territory and just sort of be like, yeah, now we're, you know, living the good life. We got all sorts of money coming in. Dang. 80% corruption. That is high. Is there? I don't think there's anything to do with pirates there at all. No, that's just corrupt. And like I said, I believe that's because of the distance away from our the rest of our empire. All right, troops and characters. We can build clone troopers now. All right, so I'll build 3 of those. Yeah, and then we can go ahead and grab the armored attack force off the surface and use them for actually attacking. There we go. So we've got, let's see here. How many things have we got going? Strike Force Echo is going to be flying around this system here, blowing stuff up. Strike Force Alpha is going to be blockading their home planet. And I'm wondering about just taking this whole system. Yeah, we could go ahead and take this system. Now that we've kind of got a foothold, actually, I'm starting to get greedy now. I'm like, what if we just took over the entire Daedalus Technocracy? We started here and used this sort of base of operations to slowly start spreading our influence. Because right now, I'm pretty sure, let's go ahead and take a look at the Empire comparison screen. Militarily, I think we've kind of crippled them. No, maybe not. They're still 6th place. I'm surprised they're not able to field more at us. Okay, so they are sending ships. I think they're trying to rally a little bit, but I don't think it'll be enough. Yeah, we've got a strike force here. We've got another. Where is it? Was that the only one? I could have sworn I saw another one. Yeah, so I'm debating. I'm like, because I've been looking at the you know, the Empire comparison screen. I've been looking at the victory conditions here, and I'm kind of like, you know what? We need to start pushing for victory. And, you know, like right now, we have the most points to gain in economy. And I'm like, well, if we expand our territory, you know, all this will sort of fall into place. We go ahead and we you know, crush the Daedalus technocracy. We'll have more territory, which will mean more population, which will also mean more economy. You know, and we'll also pick up some continental planets along the way. Let me see, how many continental planets does the Daedalus technocracy have? I think I might have looked that up last time. No, I think I was looking at the Nexilians last time. So Marsh, there's one continental planet there. It's a decent one. It's pretty good. Ice. So it doesn't look like they have a ton. Oh, what is this? They've went and captured one over in the, is that the Kaedian territory? Yeah. So we got the one continental here. That's a very good one. That's we'll make a note of that one. I think I'll go ahead and try to take that one. Yeah, there's another continental planet here. Another very good continental planet. All right. So maybe we'll make this our life, or we'll say until the end of the game, because you know we can weather war weariness a lot better than most other factors, just because we do have the was it the Way of Darkness? That's our yeah, that's our government. It's the Way of Darkness. So you know our war weariness is like minus 80%. Yeah, I think if we were to really focus in on the Daedalus technocracy and wipe them out, we would probably win the game, I think. So that will be, maybe that'll be a goal. We'll see. That's what I'm saying now, but who knows what kind of information will present itself next time, and we'll be like, maybe that's not the best way to do this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll play it by ear, but I think that's sort of going to be the plan. Yeah, that's what we're going to try. So yeah, they're like just as I thought. They're sending their ships in here. They're trying to rally. They're trying to clear out the space above Daedalus 1. Let's see here. Yeah, I think Strike Force Alpha will be able to hold this on their own. So yeah, this planet's that's going to be ours. That's going to be ours. It's all going to be ours. Cool. All right, unfortunately, you know, things have been progressing pretty slowly in this game, and you know, it's that time. I've run out of time yet again. You know, yeah, look at we've got these skirmishes still going on between us and the Teekans. Huh. I think it's time just to take this planet. Just take this planet and be done with the Teekans here. I think we have the military power to take on both the Daedalus technocracy and the Teekans. I know I started my exit thing, but just give me a second. I really want to see this. Ooh, that's gonna be risky. Yeah, that puts them. Yeah, that it will be a tough fight. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's mix things up. Let's add a little bit of tension. I think things have been a little bit too easy for us. We've gotten soft. So let's go ahead and let's start picking fights here. We'll take out the Teekans, regain full control of our territory here. Maybe sweep through their territory. Maybe not capture any of their territory, but sweep through their territory, destroying anything in space. And that'll cripple them, and that should be enough to at least switch, you know, economy-wise, things in our favor. And then with the Daedalus technocracy, they've got a lot of high-quality continental planets that I want to be taking. So, anyways, if you liked the video, you liked the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.